night is fading fast. From this old town we gotta go. Our bags are packed, so what we waiting for? There's no point in delaying what we both already know. Escape this time with me. Escape this time with me. Escape this time with me.
Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving. We are heading out on the trail and we're just going back into these mountains here in Arizona. No matter where you go here, it's wild and beautiful. Lando's out running. Very happy to be doing that. We might put his booties on a little later on, but for now it's not too hot out and there's a good beaten path ahead of us. The boys are back on their bikes, so it's like old times. We're excited to get out there, find a camp spot, and start Thanksgiving dinner. We are going up pretty steep East Gravel Hill here. Got her in 4 low, we'll just take our time. We haven't gone too much off-road, so I don't know the capabilities. I've gone up hills like this with the Jeeps all the time, but this is new in the truck, so. Well, that went really well. It's narrow, a few little bumps, but in 4 low, I just let the 4-wheel drive system do its thing and got us to the top of the hill here, no problem. So we're going to carry on into the desert and find a camp spot. We want to get in fairly early today because we've got a lot of cooking to do.
late in the day to go really crawl it with the truck, because it's a ways in there actually. And a lot of these washes are rougher than when we've been here on the Arizona Peace Trail with the Jeeps before, years ago, and some of these, it looks like heavy rain would have happened maybe a couple months ago or something. It's pretty washed out, like pretty hardcore. It's nothing the truck couldn't handle, but for our first trails out in a big truck, it's a lot, you know. It feels like a lot to get used to all at once, and it being Thanksgiving, the sun's already maybe 40 minutes to an hour from being in golden hour, like setting time, so we want to get cooking as soon as possible. So yeah, truck's set up. Dan was just pulling around finding a spot for us bikes and ground tents, and then we'll get our camp ready. Oranges and yellow. Nice, get out of this knee guard.
When I get my camp, say that. It's gonna be hard on this ground.
Yeah. Cool.
The little one will be easy.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, rock, rock. Other than Megan's side.
Half of those are on top. It's a lot of coals.
So we've butterflied the turkey in the cast iron. And we did this a couple years ago and it turned out amazing. So we kind of wanted to do it similar to how we did it before, but last time we actually buried it. This time we just let the coals on top, and then so I could cook the vegetables on top of that as well. So hopefully it'll turn out delicious, but we want to wish you and your families a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we are so blessed to have each and every one of you in our lives and following along with us, and we just want to say thank you.
All right, this turkey's been under coals here in the Dutch oven. I think it's going to be nicely cooked up. The veg is already cooked, everything else is done.
We don't need
What
the
is
money.
that called?
Flushed away.
Well, last time, we don't need the money.
Hey guys, hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving. We sure did. Even though ours was kind of subdued. In fact, if you recall the last couple of videos, despite the excitement of getting this beautiful new truck and all the amazing things that were happening, we were, especially me, subdued in my excitement about everything, because weighing heavily on my mind was my beautiful sister Julia. She unfortunately came down with breast cancer about a year ago, and she fought really hard, and she's a clean living, clean eating mother of 10, believe it or not, and I think she just turned 57 or so. Young lady. She struggled through that breast cancer, but I think it was early this spring she came out clean. There's no trace of it. She came up to the island. I have video of her canoeing around with Caroline, and just she was so vibrant and full of life and feeling so good. And then unfortunately just a couple of weeks ago, everything came back with a vengeance, and in a much worse condition than even before, and it was just unexpected. The doctor hadn't even seen anything like that, so just a terrible situation. And so that was weighing heavily on my mind, and we're all praying for her through that time. And then just before Thanksgiving, not yesterday, I guess the day before, I got terrible news. I'm just recording this for myself, but my sister, my beautiful sister Julia, a couple years older than me, one of the most wonderful people I've ever known, just passed away. She'd been battling breast cancer for some time. We were following along almost step by step. She seemed to be responding well to the treatment, and then had a terrible reaction today to the treatment, almost like a allergic reaction. And then things went well again for a couple of hours, and then I just got the news she passed, and I just need some time to let that sink in and to grieve. Yeah, so Pete and Dan and Carol and I are gonna fly home in the next couple of days, and we're gonna take some time off and just spend with her family. the kids are so close with their kids, and I've just been to a couple of weddings in their family. I think 3 or so of the young people have grown up and gotten married. So yeah, it's just an absolute tragedy. It's hit them so hard. They're all together right now, and Ron, her husband, he's just devastated. I mean, he worshipped the ground she walked on, and they were such a close, wonderful family. So we can't wait to get back there and give them all a hug and just spend some time with them and comfort them, and do whatever we can to be there for them during this absolutely unbearably difficult time for them and for all of us. So, as you may or may not know, I have 9 brothers and 5 sisters, and unfortunately recently lost 2 of them, and we lost one of my sisters about 20 years ago. All 3 in November. So November has become a very difficult month for our family. I'm thinking of my parents right now. They're in their 80s, and what a difficult burden to bear. You know, you should never have to bury your own kids, and they've gone through this now 3 times. So I'm really looking forward to getting home and just spending time with the whole family, and grieving and crying and celebrating and remembering this incredible person, my sister Julia. As my older sister, she took such good care of me and all my siblings growing up. She was a big help to my mom. She went to school to become a school teacher, and she had several Bachelor of Arts in music. She was incredibly musically talented. Whenever I hear a piano piece, if I'm choosing out music for our videos and it's a piano piece, immediately, for the last couple of years, it just reminds me of my sister Julia, because she filled our home with beautiful music, and what an element it adds to a home of peace and security, you know, along with all my other siblings and my parents. And so I'm very, very grateful today on Thanksgiving for her and for all my beautiful sisters. And we have 2 left, and you guys take care of yourselves. We can't bear to go through this again.